All right, welcome back as we continue our journey on the guitar. Glad to have you with us as we continue to take a look at how to play some different chords. We've learned a lot of chords here over the last couple of lessons. What I want to talk about now is something I've been promising, but we haven't gotten there yet. Everything that we have done in terms of strumming has just been straight down strums, right? We're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we want to take a look at how to mix that up a little bit. We want to work in the up strum, okay? So, and we're going to have to use a little bit of math on this. I'm not very good at math, but look, if you can help me count to 4, I think we'll be okay. So, what we want to do, again, I know everything we have done up till this point has all really been focused on really our left hand, our fret hand. Well, we're not going to worry about that for this lesson. We're going to spend time focusing on our right hand and our pick. I talked about picks very early on, probably the first lesson we did. We talked about guitar picks. Shape, sizes, colors, materials, they're all made out of all different things. And what we want to do is find a pick that's comfortable for you, okay? Now, and the way you want to hold the pick, let's kind of talk a little bit about that for a second, because that can be something that gives people some problems from time to time. So what you want to do when you go to hold the pick, all right, is put your hand kind of like this. And then you want to take your first finger and bend it in like that. Not curled like the rest of these, okay? You just want to bend it in. Put your pick so that it rests between the tip of your finger and your first knuckle. Lay your pick there and then put your thumb on top of it. And you always want to hold the pick at this wide brim at the top of it. And again, picks come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors. But you want to hold it at the top. And you'll see my first finger here it's not exactly parallel with the top of the guitar, or the top of the pick rather. You can see where it is kind of at a little bit of an angle. So that's how I'll hold it. This is how much of it that you see sticking out. All right. Now, when I go to attack the strings, when I go to strum, here's what I'm doing. My pick isn't necessarily coming straight down like this as much as it's coming in almost at an angle like that. Not a real steep angle, but there's a little bit of a slant to it. I always thought I was picking straight, flat with the strings. That's not at all what we're doing. We've all got a little bit of a slant to it. So your pick, when it hits the strings, it's going to have a little bit of an angle to it. Not like that, rather like this, okay? And I should have recognized that a long time ago when I started playing, because if you play long enough and you don't lose your pick, which happens quite a bit, the vacuum cleaner seems to always find them though, you will notice that your picks will start to fray a little bit, or they will wear on one side. So with that being said, now that we've talked about how to hold the pick, let's get into some more complex strumming stuff. I'm going to change my posture here for just a second and how I'm holding this guitar. When we go to strum, here's what I want you to think about. Get into the habit of tapping your foot on every down strum. So in other words, every time your hand goes down, your foot goes down. Okay? Right like that. When your hand comes up, your foot comes up. You need to think like there is I don't know, like a rod that is connected between your hand and your foot. And when your hand goes down, your foot goes down. When your hand comes up, your foot comes up. Okay? Remember, we're not going to worry about playing any kind of chords in this lesson. We're going to focus strictly on our right hand. Let's take a look at what we've been doing in practicing our chord pairs. We've just been strumming straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 down. Our foot and our hand exactly in sync with each other. 1, 2, let's start adding in some up strums now. Okay, up strums are going to fall on the ands. So we're going to put an and in there, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Here's one thing about the up strums. You don't always have to come straight up the guitar like that with it, okay? You're just brushing up on the strings when you do an up strum. Remember, your hand goes down, your foot goes down, they come up together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, if we wanted to put some chords with that, how about A minor to C? It's a pretty simple one. We can go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Just to give you a little bit of an example of how that works. Now let's talk about, so far we've either strummed on all the downstrokes or all the downs and the ups. Now we want to start to mix it up a little bit with this next strum pattern. So this one goes 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 1, 2, 3, and 4 and. So we're strumming down on 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're coming up on the and of 3 and the and of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and. Okay, that's another one. What I want you to do as we learn these new exercises or these new strum patterns, I want you to go back to our chord pairs that we've learned in previous episodes. Take those chords and apply these strum patterns to them. Let's do this one with, how about G and D this time? So we go G, all right, and D. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, now the next one we're going to look at is involving a rest. All right, so that means we're going to have a strum in there, a downbeat, where we're going to rest and not play. However, I want you to notice something. My hand and my foot both continue in that steady up and down motion. All right, we're just going to skip over the strings this time. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to go 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, rest, and 3, 4. 1, rest, and 3, 4. Okay? Try that. Again, don't worry necessarily about being able to play these with chords right away. Cup your hand over it. Get it that percussive, muted sound. Okay? And try it. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, rest, and 3, 4. Okay? So you can put that together. How about, let's see, which ones do we want to do? How about G to E minor on this one? So we could go 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, rest, and 3, 4, 1, rest, and 3, 4. Okay? Let's take a look at our last one now. This will be the fifth one that we're going to learn. Again, it's got another rest in it. This time, we're going to rest on the 3. Before we rested on 2 on the second beat. Now we're going to rest on the third beat. So it goes 1, 2, and 4. So you got 2 ands in a row. And remember, we want our hand, our pick, and our foot moving in sync with each other. So we go 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and rest, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay? Let's try that one. with one of the chord pairs that we looked at earlier. How about C and G7 with that one? So here's our C chord. We're going to switch to G7. Let's put it now with the strum pattern. We're going to go 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1. All right, there you have it. There is some strum practice for you. Go back to those chord pairs that we've learned in previous lessons and start to put these together. Take some of those chord pairs. I gave you some examples here, but go find yourself some others. You've got 5 strum patterns that you can start to incorporate now into your practice. And don't forget, cup your hand over the strings, get that percussive sound, and see if that doesn't help you memorize some of these chords or some of these strum patterns. All right? Have fun practicing, and we'll see you again real soon.